So, boom. Let's we gotta talk about the hype, innit? Gotta talk about the hype. We gotta talk about Liverpool moving desperate. Come on now. They saw what happened against Palace and they said, "Well, we gotta sort that out." What do you think of the new background? Fresh background. This is how I'm gonna do all the stuff. When it's just me on my own, probably. I don't know. Or when I gotta do emergency. When I gotta do emergency, you can see this background. Light. We can get just nice like that. If I can get another light on top of me, so it look crispy. Because right now it's a bit grainy, even in 1080p, very grainy. Maybe I could wipe. Maybe I could wipe down my camera. Who knows? Anyway, we got to talk about the Liverpool desperation. We got to talk about the Manchester United PR. Has to be spoken about. Has to be spoken about. You know what I saw today on the internet? The team with the biggest net spend. Yes, the team with the biggest net spend. That's what I see today. That's the new one. That's the new one. But guess who's top of it? Guess who's top of that list? Manchester United. Of course. It's only, do you know what I'm saying? Only right. It's only right. We've got Lee, by the way, down at Haringey Borough. If you don't want to make an appearance, if you're in the area, Haringey Borough, free season ticket. Go and catch a drink with Clee. Catch a drink. He's looking like a young Tyson Fury. Tuesday night. Tuesday. If I can spell Tuesday. Tuesday night at the Haringey Borough. Boom. Yeah, so that's that. Gahey to let's start with Gahey. Let's start before I go on the Manchester United rant. What are you saying, Charlie boy? Let's talk about Liverpool first. So we got Gahey to Liverpool and what's his name? Liani. I don't know about the Italian fella. I don't know nothing about him, so I'm not even gonna sit here and wax. I'm gonna cut the crap. Gahey, top signing. Wicked. I wish Newcastle had got him. Wicked signing. Wicked. Great replacement for Verge, whose legs are gone or going. His powers are going. He's in the decline, regardless of what you say. Even if his decline is still better than 90% of man's best, he's on the decline. He's in that area. So getting Gahey in after what I saw against Palace, that's very good. Great stuff. The other fella ain't got a clue. But what I want to say is, though, who plays then this season? Is it Gahey, Konate, or is it Konate and Van Dijk still, and you rotate? What's going on? I don't understand. So last night you had Gabriel Obitan, Benteke, and Nacho Monreal out on the street. yeah. I had them on stream, bro. I wish. But yeah, Gahey to Liverpool, that's serious. I've got to understand that's some serious things. The other thing is Manchester United and their PR. But watch this. I've got some stats. I've got some facts. So here we go. Net spend. So far this summer window, Manchester United lead the way in net spend, despite spending the most and second most in the league. Liverpool and Chelsea sit 6th and 10th in net spend, respectively, thanks to significant player sales. Okay. So now we're going back to the old days where net spend don't mean nothing again. Good. I'm down with that. So net spend, highest spenders, because this is what it was all about. Who spends the most in the transfer market? Not this net. When Arsenal was talking about net spend from 06 to 2015, we stopped by then. But at that point, it was like, everyone was laughing at us. Now people are using that metric because Jurgen Klopp said 1-2 ting, someone else said 1-2 ting. Now net spend's a ting, because now we've got mathematicians on the ground or on the Twitter or on whatever. So anyway, Manchester United top with 229.7 million buff. Second place is Arsenal with 216. Third is Manchester City with 143. Fourth is Spurs with 110. Now there's a breakdown. I've got a breakdown for you as well. So let me get closer. I can't see. So the breakdown here says Manchester United have spent 229.7, like we said. Incomings, 0. Departures, 6, all for free. Then you've got Arsenal who's second. Arrivals, 12, like Man United. We spent 224. We've got 8 million chalked off because we've got arrivals. So if we didn't have no incoming, sorry, if we never sold someone for 8 million buff, we would be top of that list. Very interesting metric to keep in mind, by the way. Um, then you've got Man City, who have sold 33 million. You've got Spurs, who have sold 35 million. Then you've got Sunderland, who have sold 42 million. But this way it gets interesting because you've got Liverpool, who have spent 293 million both. So, in fact, they would be top if they had no outgoings. But they've sold players and they've managed to accumulate 196 million both. But now that's lauded in football for some reason. When Arsene Wenger was doing that, it was laughable. Anyway, I continue. We've got Burnley 125 with 35 million incoming. Where's Chelsea? Here we go at 10. 279 million buff. So Liverpool would have outspent them. 279 million buff. And they've recouped 231 million. Bonkers. Chelsea are on a mad ting. That is bonkers. Gahey is fucking excellent. Manshah should have grabbed him. He's miles better than all their fucking. You know what? Again, Nicholas. I don't know how many times we've been on this show. How many times you and I and other right-minded people who ain't blinded by the PR and the hyperbole, but in yesteryear, Gahey would have been at United, Rice would have been at United, Kane would have been at United, and they all would have played together, and they all would have won stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? You're right. You're absolutely on the money, bro. Charlie boy, Verge won't be getting dropped this season, not after. And that's the issue, Charlie boy. I said it at the end of last season. Liverpool really said, you know what? Let's give Big Verge 400 buff a week. Listen, Verge is excellent. Verge is amazing. But what is this? Is it 4 years as well? Is it what is it? How many years is it? Like at that level, at his age? Ah la 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 la. Ooh la la. Catastrophic. Like giving that to Ozil and Aubameyang at 30, 31, whatever it was catastrophic. Doing it 34-year-old is fucking. I know he's at the top. You know, you're going to say he's at the top of his game. Well, no, like I said, last 2 teams really dropped off the pace last season. And if those 2 teams perform to their maximum level again, well, Liverpool, I'm afraid you're going to come short. As close as you will come, you're going to come short because you ain't of that level. I like how Liverpool fans insisted Konate was better than Gahey. Now Gahey is going very well, you know. Listen, bro, that's Liverpool fans through and through. They told me Konate was better than Saliba. Then the conversation was, oh, he's not better than Virgil van Dijk. Well, the conversation was Konate. We wasn't speaking about Virgil. And then it was, oh, Virgil and Konate, the best defenders in the world. And then Arsenal go back to back seasons of best defense in the fucking league. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what Liverpool do, man. They do this abs. What you saying? Unks Marv was absolutely fucking rattled to the gills. You lot bullied him to say that Liverpool will win the league, even though he. Let's just send that over straight away. Let's cut the crap in it. Let me just send it over right now. I love that comment. It's everything, that comment. Just letting you know, bro. Now we appreciate you. Jordan, what are you saying? JBRS. What are you saying, bro? Lee just deleted a whole load of videos. They must have been rude videos. Let's at Marv. Fantastic. He was rattled. He was absolutely rattled to the core. Absolutely, and that's right. He doesn't even believe. He didn't even believe last season. No, he said last season. So I've got the predictions. He said that Liverpool will finish top 4 with a trophy. When it looked like they were going to win the league, he kept on saying, I told you Liverpool was going to win the league." No, he didn't. He said top 4 and a trophy. I kept on showing it to him. He said, "Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Top 4 and a trophy." No, top 4 and a trophy means we're going to finish in the top 4 and win a cup. So that means second, third, fourth. We're going to win the league means we're going to finish first. You know what I mean? Come on, let's cut the crap. What are you saying, Jordan? What are you saying, baby? What 258? Happy the Prem is back this weekend. Me too, baby. Who'd you support, bro? Who you support? 350k. Virgil van Dijk is on for 3 years. Where'd you get that 350k from, bro? It's 400. Man said 350. Salah is on 400. Woo! 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 No, you're lying. No way they gave him 400 buff a week. They're smoking crayons. They gave him 400 buff a week, bro. And Salah. Virgil van Dijk is at the top of his game. Hold on. Virgil van Dijk is on the top of his game. He's at the top of his game in this dead attacking era. Bruh. Remember when Wesley Fofana was better than... I do, bro. I do. Where is he now? Exactly. 350k is still... It's 400, bro. Don't know where he's got this 350. I missed yesterday, man. Oh, yeah, you missed it. Marvelous Marv was rattled, bro. Go back and watch it. He was rattled. I just let him talk. I didn't even say much. I just let him talk. And I just knew that if I just gave him the rope, he would, do some damage. And he did damage. He's talking right now in the WhatsApp group that he's rattled by that comment from Abs. Let's see. He's gone. Kids, a real WANKER. What's this, Sessignon? What's this rubbish Kendall just posted? Signed these two and Ndombele for a combined 130 million. So Sessignon, that's mad. Madness. I see Liverpool finishing third or fourth this season. Well, with the acquisition of Gahey, I'm not quite sure where they'll finish now. It's gonna be tough. I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed Marv has no bottle. Nah, he's got no bottle, bro. I'll be saying it for time, but he keeps on saying he's lauded wherever he goes. I met Marv in 08, yeah. So from 08 to 012, we worked together, and in that time, Arsenal had won more Premier League titles than Liverpool, still today. Do you know what I'm saying? We won more. And all Liverpool done was win one Champions League, one FA Cup, one League Cup. And he dined off that for ages. And he just cussed Arsenal every day. I was like, right, I've never seen this before. This is weird. I've never seen a fan in the era where they're doing less than the team they're cussing. I've never seen this before. There used to be a respect, you know what I mean, amongst the hierarchy. But things changed, and that was like the start, basically, of the internet era, I guess. Marv been moving like the Liverpool Akeem recently. 20% delusional, 80% waffle. Well, I'm loving this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Where's that one Charlie boy? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. You know what I mean? I'm just screen grabbing all this. Got to get back to him. Let's see. Don't tell me Spurs don't invest, though, Chris. They should be top four. Easy facts. You talk more about other teams than your own team. Clearly fighting back. You know, he's had 1-2 drink at Haringey. Unless slot changes to a 3 at the back. Ooh, interesting, Jordan. Very interesting. Nah, Verge on 350 and Salah on, bruv, 375 or 385, bruv. It's all four, both four. Best Prem teenager, Owen, Anelka, Rooney, Wilshire. Am I missing any? Giggs. I'm sure Giggs was a teenager. Theo? What are you doing, baby? It's in the bedroom. Does Ritz replace Slobosly or Ritz in the false nine? Well, it looks like we're going to get Isak. If I was Newcastle, I'd let Isak sit and rot. If I was Newcastle, I'd say, well, that you're going to sit here, you're going to rot. And yeah, you got a fullback, baby. And I'm going to buy another 2 strikers just to rub it in your face to let you know we don't need you. That's what I would do. I will be on some pettiness. We don't need the money. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't need that. This is what I'll do if I was Newcastle chairman or whatever. If I was the guy in charge of this situation, I'd be like, say, look, listen, you're staying. Eddie, tell me what other 2 strikers you want. I'm going to get you both. Forget. I'm getting you both strikers. And my man's going to be on the bench or in the reserves. You do what you want to do with them. But he ain't leaving this season. Me personally, I think he should be in the reserve, Eddie. But that's on you, baby. And the next season, he can go. He can start negotiating from January. You see me? But he ain't leaving in January. He's leaving end of the season. Liverpool should have offered Verge 250 or told him to go and kick rocks. Isak thinks he's big. Isak thinks he's bigger than he is. LOL. He believes he does. He believes it's Thierry Henry. He's had one wicked season and now man's lost his mind. Man's with added by orbit. I honestly thought United were going to sign Nicholas Jackson. I think Newcastle. Listen, if I was Newcastle, I'd go and get Nicholas Jackson. Boom. I'd go and get Calvert-Lewin on for free. Boom. That's 2. I know he's injured. He was injured all the time, but let's just do it. Boom. Go and get a next man, a youngster with potential, a real youngster with real potential. Like, let's do that. Bun it down. Go and get your Wissa. Go and get your Wissa. Go and get your next man, and go and get Calvert. That's what I'll be doing. Adebayor, LOL, nah. Even Adebayor was class compared to Isak. Nah, bro. Bio was causing up enough ruckus, and then ended up staying for another season, and was just shy. He was just shy in the end. Got 12 goals, and then you saw his celebration. Absolute bonkers. Don't know what he was playing at, but yeah, that's the situation. That's how it is. No, as a baller, yeah. As a baller, Bio was what did Wenger call him? A tiger. He's a tiger. Is what Cesc Fabregas said. Arsene Wenger says, yeah, you feed him. He's a tiger. He's just giving the boys. He's like a tiger. Who would you rather, Adebayor or Isak? Bio. I'd rather Bio. I think than Isak. They're on the same level, them two. But I'd rather Bio. You see, Bio, he wasn't electric pace like Omri. He had tenacity. He had techers. It wasn't 10 out of 10 techers, but he had techers. He had power, strength, durable. intelligent movement in the box. He was strong power, man. And he was hungry, very hungry for the win. And I prefer him over Isak. He was different class in his pomp. I still don't think United fans have thought how their team going to look. Of course not. Bruno, listen, bro. Bruno and Meno in the midfield will get spun. Facts. And Casemiro's been playing there, by the way, with Bruno. Not even Meno, because they want Embuemo, Cunha, and Seska up front. But you know what they've got to do though? If they go and buy this Baleba, it's going to be better for them. I'll put it that way. They're going to get stronger. And this is a sad day because they're only going to get better. Tom is caught in the United glaze. It is United glaze though. Like they think they're going to like. So I just see one guy now just like, with Cecil saying they're going to challenge. Like, come on, bro, give me a break. Adebayor was worth the money for that one goal against the Arsenal. Defoe or for me, Jermaine Defoe all day. Bent was a good striker, but Jermaine Defoe was a very good striker. They weren't far off in terms of ability, I'd say, probably. Because I think you could have got a tune out of Darren Bent. I think Arsenal could have got a tune out of Darren Bent, and he wouldn't have been the sexiest of strikers. But he was big. He knew how to score a goal with both feet. He knew how to operate in the box. He had a bit of pace about him. I think he would have been decent. Darren Bent today would be worth 72 mil probably. Mad that Bayo played for Madrid. Crazy that he played for Madrid and Spurs. Nah, he had pace. He just never used it as a main weapon. LOL. Did you use that run to that? You joker. I can't believe Tom really said United will finish fifth. Must have been on some of Marv's finest. That's another good one. I used that one. That's another good one. I'm liking these comments, guys. I appreciate you. Defoe was a top class finisher. They don't make players. No, they don't. They don't. He was lethal in the box. Football thick over legend. Big up Vito. What are you saying, Vito? You good, baby? Just doing a football thicker. I'm going to give you another 2 minutes, guys. At 24, we're shutting down. We're shutting down at 24. I'll be on tomorrow morning. I've got a day off. You know I love it when I've got a day off. I absolutely love it, man. Can't beat it. I'm telling you. What's Clee saying? Clee and Kendall going back and forth. Manchester United are going to have a fabulous season. Okay, let's just post that thing that you man just sent. Desktop. Let's send these two over. Can't be having Kendall getting away and getting ahead of himself like he is. Who does he think he is? Kendall getting ahead of his stations. And this is the problem, Man United fans. They create their own PR. It's because they're too powerful. That's why they're too much of a juggernaut, and you can't really tell a juggernaut much, can you? I can't believe top. Yeah, love this one. Love this one. Yeah, let's put those both in there. One for Kendall, one for Marv. Love that. Anyway, you man. What's this? Marv smoking ass. Facts. You know what? That definitely needs to be saved, that one. Thank you, JBRS. I've got a cup of tea ready, guys. I've got to leave this. Vito, you looking like Drifty from Coppish, broski. What's Coppish? Team Coppish. Which one's Drifty, bro? I can see why you say. I can see why you said it. You idiot. I see. Look at Jordan. Yeah, Jordan agreed. Sturridge at his best, far superior, far superior, far superior. If he even remembers Drifty, I didn't know who Drifty was, bro. But yeah, I just checked. The man couldn't even remember Cow, and he spoke to him on phone the previous day. Nah. Jordan, it was the way he was saying it, bro. That's why I couldn't remember. It had to be. He was mad because I'm saying to Carol, when you gonna come on the pod? When you gonna come on these times? You're saying Cow. 'Cause I don't know that. I don't know top drifters. But I can't. What do you call them? No, top drifters. What are they called? From Coppish. That's it. Drifters, the man. You done streams together back in the day. I didn't do no stream with Drifty. Did I? Did I? I remember Cal, Silvino, Eze, Kudus, proper ballers at my club. Shut up, Jay. Chrissy has had Drifty on Cheeky Sport years ago when Carius cost them the final. What was Drifty? What was I on the show with Drifty? That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know. Solanke has no excuses now. They had no excuses last season. Drifty was the geezer you said Carius was concussed. I don't remember. Send me a clip if you can, please, to the IG. If you find it, send it over. Yeah, I know Cal, bruv. I know Cal. Nah, Cal came on with Drifty. Bomba Drifty, bro. I apologize, man. It's them Jamaicans. It's them Jamaicans, broski. My hometown thing got me. Send me a clip, please. Anyway, man, you managed to strangle another 4 minutes out of me. Love you, skunks. Chris, you